to Unplugged. I'm Tom Lane. Today I am sitting with the wonderful, talented singer and songwriter. I have Ms. Zaimah here with me today. We will be talking about her experience and her new music. And so, if you don't mind, can I get you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Sure. My name is Zaimah Beloved, Z-A-I, the I's like two E's, Zaimah Beloved. And I am a singer songwriter. I've been creating music for the past 20 years. My first album I did in 1996, and that was called Zaimah, named after myself. And I did three more albums since then. And I'm currently finishing up my final album or my fifth album. I don't want to say final because I have a lot more music in me, but I have one more song to go before this album is finished. And it's my best work I've done yet. I create conscious music. My music is a mix of soul, pop, R&B, hip hop, but it all has a very conscientious message. And I'm really excited after taking a really long break to bring some new music to the world.
I checked out your music video that you just released on the 9th of this month, and I
Mhm.
love it. I keep watching it. I keep watching the background of it all. I like it. I like the vibe, and I'm here for conscious music. I like what is it? Diggable Planets from back in the night.
Yes.
Come on,
Mhm.
where you from?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So yes, that's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
Very woke, if I can say it like that.
Thank
So
you. Thank
absolutely,
you.
absolutely. So before I actually get into our questions, can I get you to introduce the song? I'm gonna set it up to where we can give our viewers a an opportunity to view it with us.
So the video that you're about to see is the first release off of my up and coming album, and the song is called Thank You. It is an ode to gratitude, and I went to New York City to film it. This was shot in Dumbo, Brooklyn, by Haji Hassan, Shoot with Haz Films. Excellent director out of Brooklyn, doing a lot of work, even actually with Netflix. And he's in Iraq right now, Iraq or Iran. He travels all over shooting, and I was really honored to have the opportunity to work with him for this music video. So I hope you like it.
Here, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting. There's nothing to fear as long as you're near. Can't see your face, I feel your grace. There's no replacing you. So I say what I say. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, yeah. That's why I said I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why I said why do you complain? You made such gains through all of your pain. You know we stay near you for every need. Acknowledge His grace. Never can repay you, but I can say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love
He
it.
did
I
it.
love it because you can't help but hey.
Yeah.
And I love your little your vibe to it. I love your jewelry. I like the way you're
Thank
dressed.
you.
It's just it
Thank
sets it up.
you.
We need that in this
Yeah.
well, I don't want to say in this generation, but in this era that we're in right now with the world, things are new.
Yeah.
The
Thank you.
progression of things, you just
Yeah.
bring that
Thank
refresh
you.
um like I said, diggable planets. So you're
Yeah.
throwback 80s, 90s
Hmm.
feel. I like it.
I
Even
appreciate it.
shots, the way it's being moved around.
Hmm.
It's very active. So I like it a lot. So to get into our questions, I know that Buffalo, New York has a rich musical history. How has growing up in Buffalo influenced your music and artistic style?
You know, everybody in there, everybody knows Rick James, right? So, Rick James is from Buffalo, New York, and I come from a very musical family. We've always been closely affiliated to musicians. Nate and Lanny, um, they're the drummers for New Edition and Bobby Brown. I grew up going to concerts, being able to go backstage to those concerts. My brother-in-law is DJ Green Lantern. He DJ'd for Eminem, Nas, the rapper, Snoop Dogg. He's DJ'd for many, many very successful artists, and it's just always kind of placed me adjacent to music. So it's been an experience in my city that has kind of enveloped me in music in one way or another. My brother is an artist, he's a rapper. I have a lot of music around me constantly, and Buffalo is known for its jazz scene as well. And we just have a lot of amazing musicians here. So it's been a blessing to grow up in the city, and I eventually moved to New York City when I was 19 years old. And of course, being in New York City is a whole nother ball game, and that just takes you to another level when it comes to music. So it's made me who I am today.
Awesome. I heard that you said that your brother is also in the music scene as well, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, who were some of your musical influences along with inspirations that led you to pursue this?
Um, my my musical influences definitely Stevie Wonder, um, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce. I share the same birthday, and I was born in the same hospital as her. So having that connection with Beyonce has really made me feel like if she could do it, I could do it.
The
Um,
singing.
yeah, yeah. Um, my brother, as far as hip hop goes, my brother, his name's Qadir Latif, Quadir Latif, Lateef. So he had a contract with Rough Riders at one point, a record deal with Rough Riders, and he's probably the best lyricist that I know. He was even complimented by the late DMX for his lyricism. So Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I also like a lot of, like, I listen to a lot of country music. I like wholesome messages. So I grew up in the hood, but I got bussed out to the suburbs. So that put me in two different worlds,
Yeah.
and both of those worlds influenced me musically. But
Mhm.
also Bob Marley, like Thank You has a
Yeah.
strong Bob Marley
Okay.
influence. As you can hear, it's a little bit of reggae. It's like reggae mixed with country even.
I see that it is eclectic. Like it's like the song is. Am I breaking up?
Yeah. Am I?
Are we having bad reception?
I think so.
We are. Okay. Let's
Yeah,
give
I
it a
think so.
second. Let me try to fix it. I don't know if it's yours or mine. Um.
I'm
Okay.
let's see.
Is it stable now?
It
It's
does
not
sound,
skipping you around.
it sounds okay now.
Am I? It just you just went. There you go. Okay. I was getting ready to say it just cut you out. Okay, so I did
So let
hear
me try
Stevie
something.
Wonder. Is Stevie Wonder from New York?
Um, I don't believe Stevie Wonder. I mean, he's at least he's not from Buffalo, New York. Um,
Okay.
but all of the traditional African American artists that we grew up on. all of them. I mean, especially Anita Baker, even a lot of gospel artists. Um, I've been influenced by all of them. Excuse me. You know, he's from Michigan. I just had to look that up. Stevie Wonder's from Michigan. BBCC Winans, strongly influenced by gospel music. I was even in a gospel choir years ago, even though I am Muslim. Um, I was I was touring with the Harlem Gospel Choir. I toured Europe with the Harlem Gospel Choir. My song was Amazing Grace, and it really changed my life for the better. That whole experience changed my life for the better. So I have multiple influences from
Mhm.
everywhere. I pull from everywhere where I can find good.
You can hear the way that it's set up as far as being eclectic. You can hear different sounds. Like you said, you can hear the reggae within Thank
Yeah,
You, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So being Buffalo has a diverse music scene. How would you describe the music culture in Buffalo and how it shaped your career?
You know what? It's interesting because I'm a bit of an outsider here. Um, I spent so much time in New York City. Um, I was married. I moved to New York City when I was 19, and I lived there for 11 years. So I didn't establish the musical connections in Buffalo that I would have liked to. Um, excuse me. I came back here after my divorce, and I made connections later, and I'm still building those connections. So Um, I don't know as much about the culture because I was in New York City in my formative musical years. I was making connections with people from other cities all over. Um, Buffalo is probably the place I've performed at the least, to be honest. But this album is my first time really trying to connect with my home and network. I'm working with Cal Palmer, who is previously the bass player for Prince, and he's the musical director for the band that I'm pulling together. And he's from Buffalo.
In collaboration with the